Hi everyone. This presentation is based off the group industry project on the company Pragati Construction Limited. We are group number 8 and our team consists of me, Sagar Mall, Manraj Gill, Harraj Gill, and Yusuf Jaffer. So moving on, next here we have an overall agenda of what we will discuss. We will start off with some background information on Pragati Construction. Then we will move on to the situation analysis and talk about the definition of success for the company. After that, we will move on to defining the critical issues and decision criteria. Following that, we will be the options and recommendations, and we will end off with the action plan. Pragati Construction Limited was founded in the year 2000 by its current owner Raj. The company operates as a sole proprietorship and is known for being a builder of custom homes, doing renovations, and also building subdivisions. Pragati Construction also specializes in several areas including project management, land development, consultation, and design. They started primarily building homes in Pitt Meadows but have expanded to surrounding cities in the Lower Mainland and Greater Vancouver. Such cities are North Vancouver, Coquitlam, Burnaby, Maple Ridge, Surrey, and Chilliwack. The focus for the company is to provide the best quality homes at the best possible price. They will help throughout the entire process, such as finding the right property to build on. The construction industry is very competitive, and due to this, they have focused on building in markets that aren't as saturated, such as Pitt Meadows. With many builders in every city, they focus on differentiating themselves by using advertising, such as reference by word of mouth, and advertising via Instagram and Facebook. Pragati Construction Limited has been around for more than 20 years and has cemented themselves as a company that is known to be trustworthy and provides quality work, having many contacts in the space. However, with the ever-changing costs of construction products, it has been difficult for them to produce a budget and job costing for each project effectively, especially with supply chains issues started from the pandemic still around, leading to higher costs on almost all of the construction products. An example given by the owner Raj would be that some of his contracts in place with customers would have a set cost for the project of building a home. However, over the 8 to 12-month process of building a home, the price of some construction products, such as lumber, drywall, insulation, and laminate, can increase by 10 to 50% during the process. This is leading to the profit margins on projects being reduced drastically and leading to difficulties when creating customer contracts. Raj also described concerns and problems with difficulties of getting some of the construction products, especially concrete. With supply chain issues, they are having to pay additional markups on some products to get them in a timely manner, or they risk the timeline of the project, leading to an increased cost on their projects. The projects are also very difficult to measure consistently on how many raw materials are needed when constructing a home, as the company has not kept an in-depth records of previous projects. They have not used the data in their decision-making process in determining estimated materials needed. This has resulted in some waste of materials at several projects which could have been avoided. Another issue presented would be the company lacking performance evaluations or goals that they would like to reach. Because of the busy nature of the business, there is no time to evaluate past projects. Pragati Construction Limited needs to focus on the cities that made the highest profit and where there would be the least amount of competition. The owner of the company is concerned with the future. He does not know where to focus his efforts while not impeding quality, but continuing to produce a profit even when the costs of the industry are high. The definition of success for Pragati Construction Limited is if they want to succeed, they must implement a way of taking advantage of their current position to overcome the industry changing costs, the difficulties of job costing, and the saturated market. They must find a way to overcome these cost hurdles using new opportunities and produce larger profit margins. The company has three critical issues. The first issue is that Pragati Construction Limited is having job costing difficulties and they lack a reporting system to document costs associated with market disruptions, the changing price, and availability. The second issue they have is that the company lacks a comprehensive evaluation of the company's performances, benchmarks, and future endeavors. The final issue is that Pragati Construction Limited lacks historical or an accurate system of measurement for future raw material input costs, which are leading to waste. After analysis of Pragati Construction Limited, we have established five decision criteria. First, the company will continue to maintain their quality service that they provide to their customers. They will create a competitive advantage to be able to differentiate from competitors and gain more customers to be able to grow the company. Pragati Construction Limited must improve their profit margin while maintain to provide the best possible price to their customers.
Option 1, developing a cost budgeting system. This entails creating an Excel file using a list of costs and separating them to pre-construction and construction costs. It enables the company to budget the cost of a project prior to construction, and would set them with a price that they need to meet or be close to when actually constructing. Spreadsheet has functions that help analyze the budget in regards to the actual budgeted costs of the project and whether it goes over the budget of the project or not. This in return allows anyone who uses the spreadsheet to input correct numbers and leads to less errors, hence limiting the mistakes that take place. The spreadsheet allows the company to analyze data from previous projects. It allows them a way to look at prior projects, seeing the costs they had detailed and how much they have increased and decreased and which are the same. And fifthly, the spreadsheet provides data based on location. The spreadsheet asks for location of the project, and it will document which cities have the highest costs and which have the lowest costs, and where the profit margins are the highest or lowest. This image here is an example of the Excel file of the cost budgeting that Pragati Construction can use to better budget and record costs. The Excel file was created using a list of costs that were separated to pre-construction and construction costs. So this is an example of a budgeting system that can be relied on. Option 2 involves implementing a post-project evaluation. It entails developing a post-project evaluation model that would assess the viability of future projects and set attainable benchmarks for Pragati Constructions to pursue based on present data and predictions. A key feature of this model involves drawing rough estimates on profitability of the option. This option will save company time and efforts in coming up with estimates of cost and profits manually, as it will prove being beneficial and able to provide an evaluation model as a one-size-fits-all method and applying it to each unique municipality in the Lower Mainland, rather than coming up with estimates manually. And the post-evaluation model can be applied for benchmarking for future projects, and as it showcases that it has other uses than immediate and future predictions solely for profitability based on market forces. The post-projection model can aid with long-term plans and goals by using the data and projections produced in aiding the construction of current and newer projects. Option 3, combination of alternative 1 and 2. Taking leverage of the implementation of cost budgeting system and a post-project evaluation model. combining historical minded data of option 1 with current and future data analysis of option 2 to reduce waste and inefficiencies in predicting the cost of material and addressing all weaknesses Pragati construction faces. Cost budget system emphasizes more on a price per square foot form for cost analysis, which would prove more accurate and will be tied with historical trends and prices for raw material, meaning a better and more accurate form of budgeting for projects. Project valuation model, on the other hand, utilizes external factors and patterns in external markets that can benefit the company. The estimation for construction costs will be simplified when relying on both options simultaneously. Recommendation. In terms of recommendation, we recommend option 3 as it is a combination of option 1 and 2. It addresses the decision criteria and all critical issues. Implementing option 3 will help the Pragati construction to reduce waste and bring down costs and lead to profit margin increases. This option provides key information on whether and where further investing should be done. For example, if one city is shown to have larger profit returns over another due to the company's history, the focus of the efforts will be there. Some cities may also have higher per city costs compared to another. And based on these data, it will be suggested whether further investment should be done and where, to be precise. Lastly, it allows the company to differentiate from competition, as they will be able to analyze the industry better and understand how they can stay or move to areas where they can be more successful. Action plan. Step 1. Downloading Excel spreadsheet and input data from current projects, followed by inputting the costs of previous projects. Step 2. Input the budget of future upcoming projects and the approximation of what they will cost. This will provide with separate sub-costs for each part of the construction process and allow the company to create a better contract using more accurate reporting systems. Step 3. Analyze data after each project or before the start of another project. This spreadsheet needs to be consistently filled out and updated for each project to continue to be useful. The data of past projects is key to help on present and future projects, as the company can more accurately estimate future costs with more data. And this concludes our presentation. Thank you for listening.